Hi, this is Ignorance is Bliss. I'm Lisa.
I'm Farah.
I'm Hodan.
So today we're doing something a bit different. We are talking about languages. We're going to talk about the languages that we speak, and we're going to attempt to teach each other a bit of the languages that we speak. Okay, so Farah, what languages do you speak?
So I can understand Urdu and Punjabi, but when I'm speaking it, I've noticed that I say, in a sentence, I would use Urdu, Punjabi and English.
So you use a mixture of all three?
Yeah.
And can you speak both of those languages fluently, as well as you speak English?
Not as well as I can speak English.
Okay.
No, I can understand exactly what the person is saying, but I speak it very broken.
So if you had to rank what order, as in most fluent to least
Where
fluent?
would you put it?
English at the top,
Yeah.
followed by Urdu and Punjabi. When I speak, it's very broken.
Yeah.
But I
So
can
the
get my way
same,
around.
the same.
Yeah, I would say about the same.
But you understand everything that you hear
Absolutely.
in those languages?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're what we call a passive bilingual,
Okay.
because you
Yeah.
can understand everything you hear in the other language, but
Yeah.
you can't necessarily communicate yourself
Fluently.
fluently in
Yeah.
that language. Yeah.
But I can get by. So if the thing is, if I'm in Pakistan, immersed in the society,
Okay.
I can pick it up quickly.
But
But it's because when I'm at home, I speak English,
yeah.
and then I'll say a couple of words in Urdu or Punjabi.
Okay. What about you, Hodan?
Yeah, so English,
Yeah.
of course, and then my home language is Somali. I'd say I'm pretty fluent.
Okay.
I'm pretty fluent. I've been to Somali before,
Yeah.
Somaliland, and I have been mixed in with the locals. Like I can get down with the. I'm pretty good.
So, is that the language that you spoke growing up?
Yeah, it is the language I spoke growing up,
Yeah.
but we have various different levels of competency and fluency in my family.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm pretty good. I'm one of
Yeah.
the best ones. I'd
Yeah.
say I'm pretty fluent. The only thing I will say is that I don't understand Somali songs because the language in Somali songs is really poetic,
Yeah.
and it's a bit like Shakespearean
Yeah.
English, where you can understand
Oh,
English,
wow.
but in order
Okay.
to understand Shakespearean play, it's very difficult. Somali songs are like that, so I can sing along, but it's too poetic. I have no idea what they're saying. There's
See,
a lot of
when-
metaphors.
Yeah.
So I'm conversant and fluent, but that's the only thing that will give me trouble.
Okay.
See, when I watch Bollywood films that are
Yeah.
in Hindi,
Mhm.
I can understand it completely. So I can understand and watch Hindi,
Yeah.
Urdu and Punjabi.
Yeah.
So I don't have that issue.
Okay.
Who did you learn the language from?
My parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's say parents spoke to you in the language all the time, or did they speak to you
No.
in English?
It's a mix of
Yeah.
Urdu, Punjabi and English.
Yeah.
So it was only when I used to speak to my grandmother, it would just be Punjabi or Urdu.
Mm.
With my mum, it's a mix.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot with my friends as well.
Yeah.
Because we've got a hybrid identity, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of English, Urdu, Punjabi,
Yeah.
and also there are so many variations in
Yeah.
Pakistan. There are 74 languages spoken in
I
Pakistan.
found that out today. I had no
That's
idea.
it's
That's
mad.
It's
amazing.
linguistically very diverse.
Mhm.
Okay. How many can you name?
Okay, Urdu, Punjabi. So Urdu is the national language.
Yeah.
English is the official language.
Okay.
Punjabi, Saraiki, Sindhi, Balochi,
Peshwari,
Pashto.
Pashto.
There's so many. There are so many. That's about 7. I can
Okay.
name.
So, what's the difference between national and official language?
So Urdu,
Yeah.
what I find really interesting is there's only about 7% of the Pakistani population speak Urdu as their first language.
Oh wow.
So most people speak it as a second language.
Mm.
It's taught in school,
Yeah.
but you have regional differences.
Got it.
So the vast majority of Pakistanis speak Punjabi.
Okay.
But even within Punjabi, you have variations.
Mhm.
So it's not as simple as saying, oh, these two people speak Punjabi. Yes, we'll be able to understand each other, but there are
Is that
slight
based
variations.
on region and
Yeah,
location? Okay.
yeah, absolutely based on region.
But everybody can speak Urdu.
The vast majority of the population can speak Urdu.
Okay. Can everybody speak English?
It's an official language. I don't know if everyone can speak it. I'm not too sure if it's taught in school,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming most people will be able to teach it because we have a lot of English words.
Yeah. Okay. So I speak.
I was just going to ask you.
I'm a languages teacher, so I love languages. I speak Creole, English, French, Spanish conversationally. But I always really want to learn more languages.
Mhm.
I speak English fluently, and I always kind of can't decide whether it's English or Creole, Seychelleois Creole. That is my native language because I learned to speak them at the same time. So just for people out there that don't know what a Creole is a language that is based on other languages, and all Creoles around the world were created in plantation situations. So instances where you had slaves or freed slaves. So that's how they were created. And I speak Seychelleois Creole from Seychelles. There's also like Haitian Creole, Reunion Creole, Mauritian Creole, there's loads. Yeah.
Are you fluent in Seychelleois Creole? So if you went to the Seychelles, and you have been, do people think you're a local? Could they mistake you for a local? How fluent you are?
As soon as I start speaking Seychelleois Creole, people know that I have been abroad, that I've been, because I speak Creole with a British accent. Even though I try my hardest to have a Creole accent when I speak it, I do have an accent just because I've been in the UK. I lived in the UK so long. Even though I was 9 when I moved to the UK, that's where I've spent most of my life now. So I've got an accent, and also I think in English. Now, what language do you think?
Do you know what? When somebody asked me that, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, what language do you think in? I was like, what are you talking about? And I started paying attention. Generally, I think in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. On occasion, when I'm really angry, or there are particular words that come to mind in Somali, but generally I speak in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. I speak in English. Think in English.
Yeah. And what about your parents? When you speak to your mum, does she speak to you in Somali?
Yeah, so my mum speaks to me in Somali. She will, I think it's so difficult for a diaspora, anybody who's part of a diaspora, to speak fluently and to keep it going, just sentence after sentence. I mix in a lot of English and then obviously put Somali in there as well. Part of the reason why I do that is a lot of words aren't available to me. I don't know how to say certain things in television in Somali. I actually don't think there's a word for television in Somali, but my mum will speak to me in Somali, I will speak to her in Somali, but it will be mixed with English. So she has an understanding of English, obviously, but seldom will she repeat, like speaking English to me. She can, but seldom will she really kind of engage me in lots of English.
What about you?
When I speak to my mum, conversation is generally in Urdu, Punjabi, and English. And when I text her in English, and she replies in English. But if she really wants to tell me a story, or she really wants to get to the point of whatever she's telling me, she'll send me a voice note in Urdu.
That's interesting.
What about you? What language do you text in to your mum?
English.
And she will reply?
She will reply to me in Somali.
Isn't that interesting?
So if we text Somali or voice notes?
She'll voice note, and she can text Somali as well. I say that because the English alphabet and the Somali alphabet are exactly the same. We've got the same letters. So, she's able to do that. I think it's because of the alphabet. Maybe she learned it. Actually, I haven't asked her if she's learned Somali. Somali is a very new language on paper. I think it was given an alphabet in the 1970s. Before that, people never actually wrote it down. It was just spoken. I don't know
it's been standardised.
Absolutely.
If you went to Somaliland, you would be able to buy a newspaper in Somali.
Absolutely, but that's very recent. I can't remember the exact year, but in the 1970s was it standardised as an actual language that's in written form. So I don't know what mum would have learned. I know Arabic is also a language in Somaliland. I know people learn that in school. So I don't know which one of those she would have learned in school.
And that is the official language of Somaliland?
The official language of Somaliland is Somali.
Somali.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second language is Arabic.
Okay. So, for instance, the judicial system, if you needed to go to court for any reason,
it means Somali.
And Arabic? Could you get in Arabic as well? Or
Arabic is more, it's taught in schools, and the average lay person may not know it fluently, but will not have some understanding of it. But no, all documents and stuff will be in Somali.
So in Seychelles we have 3 official languages. We have English, French and Creole as our official languages. Everybody speaks Creole. Most people, I'd say, can speak English as well.
Okay.
French, I'd say also the majority of the population can...
But the least of the 3?
They can communicate in French, they can get by, they can certainly understand it because we share so much of the vocabulary with French since we're a French-based Creole. But I wouldn't say that people are fluent in French.
Okay.
I've had to learn it,
Okay.
and so that's why I speak it now. Okay, guys, shall we get into some of
This
these
is
words?
going to be fun.
So, I'll say the word in English,
Okay.
and then Farah, you'll say it in Urdu, and then we'll repeat it,
Okay.
and then I'll say it, and we'll go like that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Okay, so the first word is hello.
Okay, so you can say hello two ways.
Yeah.
You can just say hi, or you can say assalamu alaikum.
Okay, hi, or assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
Obviously, you
Yeah.
find that easy.
I find that one easy.
Okay, so you what in Somali?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's actually no word for hi in ethnic Somali.
Yeah. It'd be
I asked my
assalamu
mum,
alaikum.
I asked relatives, everybody's like, Salam alaikum. It's interesting because I don't know what they said before Islam.
Yeah.
Obviously,
This
there
is the
was-
question I asked my mum. So I said to my mum, "What do you say to non-Muslims?" And she said, "You just say hi."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that part of like before Islam has been wiped out. Whatever they said then, no one has any recollection of it. So Salam alaikum is all the only thing I can tell you.
So in Creole, you say like it's very similar to French. It's bonjour.
Bonjour.
Very
Bonjour.
good. Very good.
Say it again.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Very good. Yeah. Or that
Hang
people
on,
could say
but
hi.
French would be bonjour.
Bonjour.
So it's a
in
Z.
French.
Does that happen quite a lot in Creole?
Yeah.
Seychelles? Okay.
Yeah. The accent is different.
Okay.
And the way you pronounce it is different.
Okay.
I'm gonna get really insulted by Seychellois people in the comments, but it's fine. I'm trying my best. So how do you say my name is?
Okay. Mera naam
Mm-hmm.
Farah hai. Mera, my.
Mhm. Say the whole thing for me.
Mera naam Farah hai.
Mera naam Lisa hai.
Mera naam Hoden hai.
Yay!
Okay, so Mera naam sounds like my name actually.
Yeah.
Interestingly,
Yeah.
I can work it out. The hair at the end means just a way of putting something on the end.
So if you say Mera naam Farah, it's an incomplete sentence.
Ah.
So you need to complete the sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does the
So
hair?
so I guess it's like my is, but at the end.
Ah,
the verb goes at the
yes.
end.
So it doesn't.
Interesting.
Got
It doesn't there's no literal translation.
Mhm.
Yes.
So yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How
What
do
about you?
It's going to be quite hard, I think.
Yeah.
What was it? My name is Maga Aiga
Okay.
wa Hoden.
Say it again.
Maga Aiga
Maga aiga
wa Hoden.
wa Lisa.
There we go.
Maga aiga wa Lisa.
You're good.
Okay.
Yes.
Maga
Aiga.
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 Maga Aiga.
Yeah. Wa.
Wa Farah.
Yeah. Maga Aiga wa Hoden.
Maga Aiga wa Farah.
Yeah. There we go. You guys are really good. Your pronunciation's really good. Go on. In
So
Creole.
in Creole is m'appelle Lisa.
Say that again.
M'appelle.
Moabel. Hoden.
Yeah.
Mwapel Farah.
M'appelle.
Mwapel Farah.
Good.
Is that a P or a B?
Appelle, appelle. M'appelle.
Moabel.
Yeah.
Hoden.
Very good.
Mwapel Farah.
Very good. You
Ooh.
guys' accent is sick. The next one is how are you?
Aap kaise ho?
Aap kaise ho?
Yeah.
Up kaise ho.
Yeah, it's too easy for you guys.
Yeah.
That's easy, that
Yeah,
one.
it is easy.
I can see
Up
the
kaise
question
ho.
in it. I can't explain it. Up kaise ho. To me, it
Yeah.
sounds like there's a question in there.
Yeah.
Aap is you.
Yeah.
So that's you. How are you?
Yeah.
But you get it. It's the
Yeah.
other way
up
around.
kaise ho.
And there's that he again.
Yeah.
That's the verb.
So
isn't
say it.
it?
That's finishing
R. Is that R?
Aap kaise? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Up.
Aap kaise ho?
Up kaise ho. Okay. So that's how are you.
Yeah. Somali, how do you say it?
There's two ways you can say it. I'll teach you the easy one. Sider tahay.
Sidet hey.
Sider tahay.
Sahet.
Sider tahay.
Sahet. Sider tahay.
Yeah. Sider
Sidet hey.
tahay.
Sider tahay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow.
You say it with a southern Somali accent, by the way.
Yeah.
Sider tahay. I'm going to get roasted
Say
in
it
the
again.
comments for
Say it
that.
again.
Sider or sider.
No,
You
that's
can say
different.
either or.
Okay.
Sider
Sider
tahay.
tahay.
With a T. Tahay.
Oh, tahay.
There we go.
Sidet hey.
Sider tahay. There we
Okay.
go. Yeah.
What's the difference between the one and that
So
one?
sider and sidar, you can say both.
Yeah.
Sidar tahay, sider tahay, it means the same thing.
Okay.
It just, yeah, you can say both. Like if someone said sider tahay, I understand it. Sidar tahay, I understand it. Just both. I go between two.
Okay.
What's yours?
This one is easy. I think you guys will recognize this one. Comment ça va?
Oh,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, come on,
Yeah.
ça va.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Yeah.
Would you
That's
still
how
say
it.
bien?
You'd say more bien.
More bien.
Yeah, more bien. Okay, the next one, we'll leave this one to the last. I've got bye on the list, but I feel like we'll come back to that. So how do you say I'm hungry?
Okay. Mujhe, that's me. Mujhe ab bhook lagi hai.
Mujhe ab bhook lagi hai.
Excellent. Mujhe ab bhook lagi hai.
Ab bhook
lagi hai. Lagi hai.
Yeah.
So mujhe ab bhook lagi hai.
Yeah. But you're saying a book. It's not a book. It's a very soft. It's a very soft.
Say it.
So it's not book.
Okay, say it.
Mujhe ab bhook lagi hai.
Mujhe ab bhook lagi hai.
Yeah.
Let's hit again. I've sussed out this out.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm hungry.
I had to ask Mum this.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never used this phrase in Somali. One. Gachonaya.
Gachonaya.
There we go.
One gachonaya.
Yes.
One gachona.
Gachonaya.
Gachonaya.
Yeah.
Can you break it down?
So one.
But what does one mean?
So one means I'm.
Okay, one.
So one. Yeah. So one means I. Gachonaya means hungry. It's literally
Gachonaya.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Which one is am?
So there's no am in this. So
Ah.
one is just I'm.
Okay. One.
I am. No, I'm.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So it's the whole thing, not just I.
Yeah.
It's I'm. And then gachonia means hungry.
Gachona.
Gachonia.
Yeah, gachonaya.
Gachonia.
Gachonaya.
There we go.
Wine gachonaya.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So one gachonia.
Okay.
Okay. In Creole, it's molafe.
That's nice and easy. Molafe.
Yeah, molafe.
Okay, so which
Say
bit?
Mo.
Molafe.
Molafe.
So more would be me.
Me.
Yeah.
And then lafe would be hungry.
Yeah. Because we don't have verbs in Creole.
Mm.
So mo, like when we said mo apil,
Mm-hmm.
that literally means my name.
Mm.
My name Lisa. You don't say is. There's no is.
So the my in my name is the
Yeah.
same as when I'm hungry. So my and I'm
Yeah.
have the same one.
Same thing.
See, the one in Somali is different to my.
Yeah.
Aniga is my in Somali, so it's not the same
Actually,
one.
that's okay. This is where Creoles are going to diss me. Molafe.
Mm-hmm.
Molafe. Yeah, I'm hungry, and my name is Moapil. It's not Moapil, it's Moapil. It's different.
Okay,
Moi.
Moapil.
Like moi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moapel.
Okay.
And this was more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
The next one, I'm sleepy.
मैं सो रही हूँ.
मैं सो रही हूँ.
Yeah.
Mes or rihihu?
Yeah.
Rihihu is quite
Yeah,
funny.
Rahi
rihihu.
is female
Yeah.
and raha is male.
Oh, so mes or rihiha.
No, मैं सो रही हूँ.
Yeah, but for male?
मैं सो रहा हूँ.
Rahahu.
Yeah.
Ah.
Rahi female, raha male.
Rahahu, rihihu.
What is that? Why are we changing the gender?
No, because it's not gender neutral.
Okay.
So-
yeah.
So I have to say I'm sleeping. I'm a female. So मैं सो रही हूँ.
Ah.
But that's interesting because in French the genders for nouns and the adjectives.
Yeah,
you wouldn't use it with a verb. There's no
Yeah.
difference between I sleep for a
Man and a
man
woman.
and a woman.
That's really
No, it wouldn't
interesting.
make any sense if you didn't use the gender.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that
So does that
sentence-
mean if somebody said raha, what was it, raha?
Yeah, raha is male.
Yeah, you would know immediately that speaker is a male who's speaking.
Absolutely.
That's really
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. How do you say it in Somali?
It's more like a sentence here. It's like hurda, hurda.
Hurda.
Yeah. It's so hard to read this one. It's my language is broken on this
Yeah.
one. Hurda ihesa.
Say it again.
Hurda
Hurda.
ihesa.
Ihesa.
Yeah, hurda ihesa.
Hurda.
Hurda
Ihesa.
means sleep.
Yeah.
And then ihesa means it's like I have sleepiness. I can't
Yeah.
explain it. When
There's
it's
no lip-
translated,
okay.
yeah, when it's translated to English, it sounds like I have sleepiness,
Yeah.
but it means I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
Hurda
Hurda
ihesa.
ihesa.
Yeah.
Hurda. Ihesa.
Hurda ihesa.
In Creole, it's mon sommeil.
Mon sommeil.
Mon en sommeil.
En sommeil.
Un
Sommeil.
sommeil.
Mon sommeil.
Mon
Mon
sommeil.
sommeil.
That's difficult, that one.
Yeah.
Mon sommeil. I tell you why it's difficult. When you break it down, you say mon en sommeil, which
Yeah.
is easier, and then when you say it together,
Yeah.
all of a sudden
It all gets
yeah.
blended
Mon
together.
Mon sommeil.
Mon en sommeil.
Mon en sommeil.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Mon sommeil.
Say it again.
Mon
Mon
en sommeil. sommeil.
Moi, un sommeil.
Say sommeil.
Sommeil. Moi,
That's sommeil. Difficult.
Moi,
sommeil.
I got it. Moi,
Yeah.
un sommeil.
But it's not ah. It's not ah.
Okay.
She's saying
It's probably
Un
nasal.
sommeil.
Sommeil.
Moi, un sommeil.
Good. That was good. Go on, Farah.
Say it again.
More.
More.
Sommeil.
Or sommeil.
Un
Sommeil.
Yes. Good.
Sommeil.
sommeil.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Moi, un sommeil.
Yeah, that's clearly derived from French.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one. Be quiet.
You tell that to Farah.
Hamosh.
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 I like
Hojao.
Hamosh Hoja.
Excellent.
Chamosh.
Yeah.
Hojao.
Excellent.
What,
Not
am I
jow.
excellent?
Not jow though. Not jow.
Jo.
Like very soft. How Lisa said it.
Okay.
Jow.
Hamosh.
No, you didn't say jow. She said jow.
Okay, tell me, say it again.
So hamosh hojao.
Hamosh. Hojao. Hamosh. Hamosh.
Hamosh.
Hamosh. Hojao.
Excellent.
Okay. Hamosh. Hojao.
Yes.
Très bien.
Oh, is that mine?
Yeah.
Go on.
What is it?
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Nice and easy, this one.
Yeah.
Amos.
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 There we go.
I think that's very similar.
Yeah?
Amos.
Because you said Hamos.
Hamosh.
Yeah, Hamos.
That's very similar.
Then ours is Amos.
That's very similar.
It might be because of Arabic. I don't know what
Yeah.
they say in Arabic.
I don't know what you say in Arabic actually. But
No.
yeah, it sounds like you've just got a H on it.
Yeah.
And a shirt sound Hamosh. Hamosh.
Because Urdu language is Persian Arabic. That's the alphabet, Persian
Ah.
Arabic.
I think ours is a bit more aggressive, like Amos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Creole, I've got 4 different ones for
Wow.
this. Just because be quiet is very polite, isn't it?
Yeah.
And sometimes Creole is a bit rough
Okay.
or perceived to be a bit rough. So I've written down 4. Okay, so the first one's, this is rude.
It's like shush. Shut up.
Yeah, busu.
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 That literally means like close yourself.
So if somebody said that to you, like,
It's not as bad as like shut your mouth.
it's in
But
between.
it's like, yeah.
Close it.
Busu.
Like when someone says
So
zip
you
it.
wouldn't say
Zip it, that's
Zip
it.
Ah, okay.
Zip it.
So you wouldn't say it to an older person?
No.
Or you wouldn't use it generally speaking?
No.
Busu.
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 Yeah.
Okay, this one is a bit more polite. Restez tranquille.
Reste. Is it at all?
Restez
Reste.
tranquille.
Tranquille.
Reste tranquille.
Yes.
Restez
That's like
tranquille.
stay quiet. Be
Okay.
quiet. Okay. Oh, this one's rude. You
But
might
hang on,
recognize
the
this.
reste is like English rest, kind of?
It's like French. Stay.
Like stay,
Resting.
rest.
Ah,
Okay.
Okay. Ferme la bouche.
Oh,
My
nice
French
and
teacher
easy.
used to say this all the
Nice
time.
and easy.
Fermez la bouche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Creole, it's ferme
Femme.
ou
Ou.
la bouche.
Ah, femme ou la.
Ferme ou la bouche.
Femme ou la bouche.
Yeah.
Okay.
Femme la pousse.
Femme
Femme.
ou.
Femme ou la pousse.
It's like it's got an R in it. Femme
Okay. Femme
ou
ou
la bouche.
la pousse.
Femme ou la bouche. Viewers.
And this one, this last one for be quiet. So many, but it's because it depends what context you're using it in. Right?
Yeah, go on.
This last one for be quiet is arrête faire tapas.
Oh gosh.
Arrête faire tapas.
Arrête
Arrête
faire
faire.
tapas.
Arrête faire tapas.
What does that translate to?
Stop making noise.
Okay.
Ah.
Arrête,
Arrête.
arrête faire
Faire.
tapas.
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 Yes.
Arrête
Okay.
faire tapas.
Yeah, that's quite a long one. That.
Stop
Okay.
making noise. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Shukriya.
Shukriya.
Taken from shukran, Arabic.
Shukriya.
Yeah. There's 2 words. Shukran, which is taken. It's the
Shukran.
exact same as Arabic shukran, and then the other Somali one. What people use shukran to is mahad sanid.
Mahed Senate.
Yeah, mahad sanid.
Mahad Senate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice and
Mahed
easy. In Creole, super easy. Merci.
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 Merci. Okay. See you later.
Okay, so you would say pir
Mhm.
milinge.
Say it again, babe.
Pir
Pir
milinge.
milinke.
Yeah, so you would say inshallah.
Milinke.
Yeah.
Pir milinge.
Ah.
God willing, see you soon.
Ah,
Say it again.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
Mhm.
Pir
Pir
milinge.
milinge. Pir milinge.
Yes.
Yeah, pir milinge.
Yeah. Or if you're going to see the person like 2 hours later, you might say badme milinge.
Bardme milinge.
Yeah.
What's the difference now? What's the bardme? Why is that
Because
different?
the time frame.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that more see you later?
Like literally, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Whereas pir milinge, it's open.
Okay.
Like
I'll
we'll
see
meet
you another
again.
time. We'll meet again.
Absolutely.
And
That's
then-
why you would say inshallah, pirmilinga.
Oh, so that's
Inshallah.
when I'll see you again.
Pirmilinge.
Yeah.
How do you say it in Somali?
There isn't a Somali. I mean, it's Somali in the sense that everybody uses it,
Yeah.
but I think it's an Arabic. It's originally Arabic, and we'd say ma'a salama.
Ma'a
Oh, yeah.
salama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
like
Arabic.
goodbay.
Yeah.
No.
So we'd
Ma'a
say
salama.
ma'a salama.
Say it again.
Ma'a salama.
Because there's a glottal stop
Yeah.
there.
Ma'a salama.
Ma'a
Salam.
ma'a salama.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ma'a
That's the
salama.
exact same as Arabic,
Yeah,
though, right?
ma'a salama.
Yeah, ma'a salama.
Mhm.
Okay. In Creole, you say mawautale.
Mawautale. I like that one. I like that one.
Very good.
Yeah.
Mawautale.
Mawautale.
Yeah.
Mawautale.
That's cool. I like that.
Very good.
I like that.
There we go.
Okay. So last one, ladies. Bye. How do you say bye?
I literally couldn't find a word for this. Bye.
Yeah.
There's no word. You could say ma'a salama. You can use ma'a salama two ways.
Yeah.
See you later, ma'a salama, inshallah.
Yeah.
And then ma'a salama as bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Urdu, you would say Allah Hafiz.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Allah
I love
Allah
it.
Hafiz.
But Urdu is a very polite language,
Yeah.
overly polite. So some people say, and I hear my mum and her friends say this a lot.
Yeah.
So मैं अब इजाज़त चाहती हूँ, which means
Mm-hmm.
it's very very long, but it means I'm now requesting your permission to leave.
Wow.
It's a very polite, no, it's a very polite language. But when you say it in English, you would never say to someone, "Can I have your permission to leave?" You wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But in Urdu, it's very common.
Yeah.
So मैं अब इजाज़त
Mm-hmm.
मैं अब इजाज़त
चाहती हूँ.
चाहती हूँ.
Yeah. So I'm taking your permission to leave.
Okay, say the whole thing again. I want to say it all in one.
मैं अब इजाज़त चाहती हूँ.
मैं अब इजाज़त चाहती हूँ.
Excellent.
मैं अब इजाज़त चाहती हूँ.
In a minute, because in Creole we just say bye.
Just
Bye.
bye.
But people will say Allah Hafiz. That's short.
Yeah.
But if you are talking to someone older, you wouldn't just say Allah Hafiz.
Okay, so Allah Hafiz
Yeah.
is bye, but it
Bye.
actually means let God look after you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sending somebody up, but like I can tell by the Allah Hafiz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, can you actually remember any of the things? I'm going to speak first because
Yeah, I was gonna say, go on.
So in Urdu, I can remember Mera naam Lisa.
Same.
Yeah.
That's nice and easy. Oh, Amos.
Amos, yes.
Yeah,
It means be
Amos.
quiet.
That's all I can remember.
I'm awful with languages,
Yeah.
which is very irritating because I love languages.
Yeah. What can you remember?
Ma salama.
Ma'a salama.
Salama.
Ooh. Merci.
Yeah, merci.
Famala.
Femulabus.
Famulabus. Mawau something.
Mawautale.
Mawautale.
Yeah.
With Hoden. Okay, Somali words.
Do you remember my name? That's hard.
Oh,
wow.
Maga.
No.
You won't remember it.
Right.
Magaiga.
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 I remember some other.
Magaiga.
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 Yeah.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching our video. What language do you speak? What language are you learning? Do you like languages? Do you think in your native language? Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe.
Also, if any Urdu speakers, apologies if I've said anything incorrectly, feel free to comment. Like I said, Pakistan is very linguistically diverse.
Yeah.
So be nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Same. If I've made a mistake, let me know.
I know I've made mistakes, and I know someone will let me know. Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Bye.